Hey everybody, how's it going? Enjoying a little Balkan Blue out here in the time cave in my Dunhill 4S, which you've all seen many, many times. Tried to make some content yesterday on Saturday morning. Didn't really go as planned. I reviewed the content and I thought I was satisfied with it. I reviewed it and I'm like, oh, no. I was just wearing a striped t-shirt, which I thought looked okay, but further review, it was a bad choice. Not that you really care what I wear, but I do. I want to look good for the camera. Anyway, so today I put on my nice linen 1930s casual shirt. It's got some nice details. I'll take the both. It's got flaps and nice buttons. Caramel, vegetable ivory buttons. Now, you might say, "What's vegetable ivory?" That sounds weird. Well, kind of is to the modern senses. Vegetable ivory was a very early plastic. And when plastics started becoming an experimental thing, they used vegetable oils. So, yeah, if you soak this button in water for a couple days, it'll start to break down and degrade. And I've also seen these kind of buttons from the 30s that were, stored in a very dry, hot climate, and they're cracked and they're breaking down too. So, old plastics don't always survive, but these ones are in pretty good shape. So yeah. Also, there was Bakelite, which was formaldehyde-based plastic, Yeah, but plastics became kind of a thing by the 30s and early 40s, especially the 40s. Oh my gosh. You had soybean, vegetable, formaldehyde, all that stuff. Different kinds of plastics, and then Plascon came into the picture. And that kind of revolutionized the things a little bit. It still was brittle and very prone to cracking and breaking, but yeah, plastics, they kind of did a lot of good things back in those days, but over the long run, they're not very stable. They're actually more biodegradable. That might actually be a good thing to try and revisit, but I think they are. I think people are making some plastics out of more recyclable materials than what the other plastics we've all come to know and love are made of. Anyway, not going to get on a plastic banter here. Enjoying some nice tobacco. And it doesn't want to stay lit. Well, anyway. Try this again. Yeah. So, what have I got to share besides just sitting here puffing into the camera? Well, I have a neat piece that I bought for a lantern. You're thinking to yourself, what do you buy for a lantern besides fuel and matches? Well, I got a cool accessory, and I'll show you. Now, I bought this for my Rayo number 82 copper fountain, and you'll see why now. Yeah, sure. Pretty. Yeah. So I got this really nice heavy gauge copper reflector or bonnet or shield or hat or whatever you want to call it from W.T. Kirkman. And let me tell you, when you order one of these, they're all handmade, okay? And this one is beautiful. It's copper. It's 100% all copper. Yeah. So it's not cheap. So yeah, I had to splurge. Yeah, I had to splurge. But it's definitely worth it. I'll just tell you this right now. You won't find any better quality out there of anything modern made for these lanterns than these parts or these things from W.T. Kirkman. They really are top shelf quality. Granted, they're expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but there's a reason, because they're covering their cost to manufacture and provide these things to collectors and enthusiasts. Sometimes you gotta pay to play. I know when I got into the lantern game when I was a kid, it was kind kind of an affordable hobby. Yeah, some of the antique ones that I wanted were out of my price range. So that's because I was 9 years old. Didn't have a job. Oh, good. I think I got this one going now. Anyway. So yeah, I wanted one and I went for it. And the curtains were really helpful and very sweet. Madison brought this up for me during my birthday camp out. So he attended the camp out and he brought this for me since I wanted it. So that was awesome. And so yeah, it's now on. It actually fits this Rayo very well. I haven't done any adjustments to it actually, and I got it past the point of the bail points here where it attaches to the air tubes, and it slips down. I have to force a little bit, but not too bad. And then it just sits right there. So it's actually pretty good. It could be a little higher for my taste, but I think it's actually sitting really nice. But let's light it. Let's see how it looks. See? She wants to go out again. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. That's nice. Now, it's interesting to note that the underside is polished copper. Of course, it's all solid copper, so there's no paint underneath it. So the light that it's reflecting is copper tone light. So it's very pink, and orange and warm and pink tone. And I actually used this lantern last night. And I was outside grilling, and as the night fell, I started seeing that the light on the ground that it reflected from underneath this reflector was pink. And I'm like, that's really pretty. That's like that nice orange, warm tone pink color that copper is. And I'm just like, wow, that is fantastic. I really like that. And some of you that, you know, are subscribed or members of the Tubular Lantern group on Facebook saw me post last night. And I appreciate your comments and your approval. But yeah, so I thought I'd do a video with this nice shade and on the Rayo number 82. Now it's really kind of neat to have these shades on these lanterns because, well, they definitely do shine light down onto the surface that you actually are doing something with. So they're very practical to have. Now, of course, this is a lantern that's, you know, going to be burning 10 candle power, maybe a little more. You know, if I crank it just about there, you know, it's a pretty bright lantern. It's definitely doing every bit of 10 candle power, if not a little bit more. But of course, the warm tone shining down, you'll still see what you're doing, but it's still going to be somewhat dim, more atmospheric light. But yeah, it's pretty. Turn this down for the camera's sake so you can see a little bit. So yeah, cool. Well, I guess that's just going to be having to go out camping with me at some point. Yeah, I try not to take the soft fount stuff out to the wild because, well, if it gets dropped or bumped or something, then there's definitely more likely chance of a dent happening. But, you know, I haven't had any oopsies since I started camping again with the other stuff I take out. So it might be just fine. Yeah, it might just be fine. So, yeah. But anyways, I love the warmth of copper. I really do. It's very pretty, very appealing to me. Copper is just one of those things. I love warm tones, especially against a cool background. So taking a picture of this at nightfall, you got the gradient of the sunset a little bit with the blues transitioning to the horizon. You know, It's Sunday. It's my day off. Anyway. So there we go. Well, I hope that's worth it. I hope that's what you guys were looking for, because this is my Sunday content, and you're gonna just have to deal with it. Anyways, there we go. The Rayo number 82 with a copper reflector, and I'm going to let that oxidize and get a little tarnished, so it'll actually match the fountain a little better. It's very very shiny, very polished. And so yeah, I'm gonna let that oxidize and age over some time, and let it get a little grungy looking. So I might even try to leave it outside and let that green verdigris kind of develop on it, because I think that will look really nice too. I love aged copper as well as shiny copper. So anyways, time will tell, and we'll see what happens. All right, friends, that's all for me for now out here in the time cave. I hope you enjoyed this this little chat we've had. And if you are not a subscriber to the page, to the channel, by all means, click like and subscribe. It doesn't hurt anybody. Well, only if you like the content. I'm not gonna, tell anybody what to do. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll be doing another video tomorrow, as usual, on our Monday time together. All right, take it easy, and we'll see you guys again soon. Bye bye.